Hi everyone, it's Marlene. I'm so happy that you're back and I'm so excited about this look. It's all Lancome, just products either that I've had or that I purchased during the holiday, the 2015 holiday box. So if you'd like to see how I've gotten this look with Lancome and a few other extra products, please stay with me. Okay, so let's get started. The first product I'm going to use is the Visionaire primer, and this is a perfecting cream, so I will start off with that. And apparently it perfects your skin and eliminates the pores. And anything that says it's going to perfect and it's going to eliminate the pores, you know I'm going to be all over that. Idole Ultra. My French is terrible. I don't think that's the way you pronounce it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And this is in 420 Bisque Neutral. I was kind of surprised that I used a neutral in this. Most of my foundations are warm, but they tried it on my neck and they said that this is the one. And what I do with this, I just put a pump or two. That's really all that you need. You don't really need a whole lot of it. A little goes really a long way. So I just put a few dots. And I used to put my foundation on with my hands years ago. And my daughter, Stephanie, just got her license for an esthetician, you know what I'm talking about. And she saw me doing it and she started screaming at me and saying, no, bacteria on the hands, you can't do that. Use a brush, use a beauty blender. And so now I only use a beauty blender or a brush. This yellow corrector from MAC, and it has yellow, the mustard on one side and the orange on the other, and the orange is really for underneath your eyes and the yellow for the dark spots. And I have a sunspot right here, a dark spot from my days of worshiping the sun, as you're going to hear me say quite often. And I just put a dot of that there, and I just pat, and then I'll go over it with some concealer. Get some, but I'll be using my Makeup Forever HD concealer, and this is in Y33, and I just take a little drop of that and I put just to warm it up a bit, and then I dab it, dab, and I certainly will dab some on to cover that yellow. And there are some people that like to, and I look up just so it doesn't get into the lines. And gosh, there are lots of lines under there. Some people use a brush, and I mean whatever works for you, really. I just feel that if I use a brush, it pulls my skin, and I really don't want to do any pulling. So just a little bit more tap there, and I'm going to put a little bit on my lid. I really don't have veins or anything on my lids, so, and I'm not a primer person. I so far haven't found really a primer. I don't see it really does much for me. If you have other ideas, please let me know. I just purchased this, and it is the RCMA No Color powder, and I really like this because it is, I believe I read that it's what's used by makeup artists. So I just put a little bit on, just dab. this brush that I'm using is the number 2 from Lancome, but I don't like to put on my foundation with these foundation brushes. So what I use them for is to put on my mask and powder. And I just look up. And the reason I don't like to use it for foundation is because I feel as if it just streaks my foundation. The reason I'm putting some on my lid is because when you start putting on, or when I start putting on my eyeshadow, if I don't have a powder base on, then it pulls because the skin is loose and the wrinkles and all. So you put on some powder, and then when you put on your eyeshadow, it's all good. Now I've got 2 palettes. One is the, where is it? The Violet Sweetheart palette from Lancome. And it is this palette. And the color that I'm going to put all over my lid is this mauve color right now. And I am just going to use the Morphe 200 brush and that fluffy tip. So I'll just put it all over my lid. And this is a very easy, very doable look here, Morphe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, there is a gray color right there, and I'm going to use that for my crease and look straight ahead. And when you look straight ahead, you can, I have hooded eyes, as you can obviously see. So I need to make a crease where there isn't any. I don't know, have any of you purchased the Lancome, the holiday palette from 2015? I searched all over for that palette, all over. I was in Seattle, went to downtown Seattle, looked for it, wasn't available. So then I called Florida, because it's where I live, and I called the Macy's all around. Nobody had it. It was sold out. And there was this nice girl at the Macy's in downtown Seattle, and she said, let me find out in the other stores. And she pulls out this long ticket, and she went through all the stores in the United States looking for this holiday 2015 for Lancome. I just thought I wanted it. I thought it was pretty. So she found it for me in San Francisco. So I went to a restaurant, sat with my daughter, and we called. They had 4 pallets, they had 4 holiday packets left. So I went ahead and I ordered the one, and I thought that was cool that she sent it to me. So anyway, in that palette, I keep saying palette, it's not palette, it's the holiday box from 2015. Anyway, this is one of the palettes that came in that 2015. And I'm going to go ahead and doesn't have a mirror, I don't know why I keep covering it. Oh, so you could see that it's Lancome. This color right here, it's almost like a purple. Like I say, it doesn't have, it doesn't say colors, it just says like 1, 2, 3 or something along those lines. Yeah, that's all it says. It says it's the cool dry box. So I'm going to take that dark, deep purple. As you can tell, purple is my favorite color, and I'm just going to put it out in the V and blend it in a little bit. And I'm just using that same Morphe brush, but you know, use whatever brush you have on hand. Maybe I'm using, where's it? YouTubers, young girls that have tons of experience. Well, if they see this, is that woman crazy? What is she doing using that brush for doing that? I use the brush that I like, and I think you should too. So there's the V. Keep spreading it out some more. And now, I don't. And if you want to, you keep doing what you like to do. I don't like to, because of my hooded eyes, I don't like to put any shimmer on my eye, on my crease. But I do put a little bit on my movable lid. And what I do, this is a $1 elf brush, and it's short and it's dense, and ooh, powder going everywhere. So I'm going to take from that same palette the where is it? It's right there, the pink, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right on the movable lid. I like that color, pretty pink. Get it on the other side. Color right up here on top. I think that's pretty, and I think I'm going to put that on my brow bone. Let's see. What do you think? I'm just going to go ahead with this. No, I have another brush. I have a Lancome. Is this a Lancome? Yep, it is. It's way old. It's double-ended. It's got that same flat one on the one side, and it's got the pencil brush on the other. So I'm just going to use the flat end, and I'm going to put a little bit right under my brow bone. And then from this same palette, there is a blue, I guess it's a blue purple, and it's right down here, and that's what I'm going to use for my lower line. And I'm just going to, and I don't do my entire, I don't do it from inside out, I just do it right on the outside. And now I'm just going to smudge it out a little bit, and smudge it out a little bit. Eyebrow pencil. So I need a magnifying side. I was using the Brow Wiz all the time, and then I came across this L'Oreal. I can't remember how much the Brow Wiz is from Anastasia, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love that pencil, and it's like $22, $24, but this L'Oreal is only $7.99. So I thought, I'm going to give this a try. So I did, and you know what? It's working wonderful. And I told you, if you watch my first video, that I'm almost 60, so I'm getting grays at my brows. This is not pretty, having grays in your brows. So I went over to the Marlene Norman. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I went to Marlene Norman and I had them tinted. Ooh, I look like Groucho Marx. You know? I did not like it. It just turned out too dark. Did not like that at all. We're getting there. Wild brows. They just called me Wild Brows. Anastasia brow gel, and tame those puppies. What do you think? We'll see. It's makeup, right? If it doesn't look good, we take it off. All right. So now I will take, if I can find it. Yes, here it is. I am just loving this primer. The the Lancome primer, eyelash primer. Oh, could you hear Peabody? She's out there. I have a 3-pound Yorkie. She's 8 years old, and she's out there whining. because I'm in here and she's attached to my side. I know, look, could you hear her? I can. Oh yeah, she's whining. I did get a Lancome black pencil, and I'm going to put a little bit just in the corner in my waterline. Right there. What do you think? I like it. It's soft. Maybe my husband will take me out to dinner somewhere. We live right by the water, and lots of restaurants, but it's chilly here. It's actually chilly. I wore the same sweater that I wore in Seattle. I wore it here. We're in Florida. It was 44 degrees this morning when I got up. Okay, what do I need? I need a little bit of bronzer. And this is the Soleil 2 is called. And let me use my other hand. And that's the color, nice bronzy color. So let's add some warmth. I don't need that big old mirror anymore. So let's give the face some warmth. I'm thinking about getting some self-tanner. I like to be tanned. Okay, and then for the blush, I am using from Lancome, and this is A Plum is the color. Is that not gorgeous? It's probably like a mauve color. I'm looking at the viewer, sorry. Kind of like the mauve, It is a mauve. It's a mauve. And with a hint of maybe purple. I don't know. I thought it was pretty. All right, now to put on blush, and I'm just using some, I don't know. I think I got them on Groupon or something. Nothing fancy. I think I paid maybe $14 for 10 years ago, a few years ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start back here, because if you smile and you put them on and you put on your blush, then when you put your face back straight, then you have your blush right by your lines right here. I don't like that. Not on me anyway. If you like it, go for it. This is soft. I think it looks pretty. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little bit more of my RCMA powder, and I am going to use from my same inexpensive brush collection that I got on Groupon. I'm going to take a powder brush, and I'm going to put everything to kind of get everything fused together. The nice thing about this powder, it doesn't make your face look all crackly. Now I will take some MAC Fix Plus. I love this. And I'm going to put a little, maybe a lot. I love the way it smells. Oh, the fragrance. I wish I could have gotten my hands on there was a lavender one. I really wish I could have gotten. Okay, now I'm ready for my lipstick. And I'm going to use Lancome as well. And this is the Inconspicuous. Yes, I dropped it. Do you hear that? Do you hear that buzzing? That's my phone. That's it. Okay, so now that's it. The hair comes down. What do you think? Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this look and using Lancome and a few other different products. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Till next time, bye.